At this point, I have filmed so many intros for so many vlogs, and I have no idea which one is supposed to come out first anymore. So we're gonna do this one first, and then a couple other things are gonna come out, and it's gonna come out out of order, but that's okay. We accept it, we love it. I'm in my just accepting the mistakes era. So, welcome! I would say, or welcome back, but I think this might be the first video up on the channel. Welcome or welcome back if you're new. I'm Livy. I am a aspiring author slash actual author. Currently working on my debut fantasy slash romantasy novel currently titled Project Fairy Story slash Project Dayglow. It is a fantasy retelling of Sleeping Beauty. I am hoping to traditionally publish this novel eventually whenever I finish it, slash, all the beta reading and editing and all that stuff. But that is not what we are here to talk about today. NaNoWriMo was a thing and is no longer a thing. It is dead. It's in the ground. We buried it. Hi. Are you gonna keep poking me? Like, can you move back a little bit, please? Thank you. Anyway, NaNoWriMo was a challenge where you, as a author, had to finish a 50,000 word novel in 30 days. Now, this was great. I've done NaNoWriMo. I got about 45,000 words into a novel that maybe I'll dig it up eventually. I ended up actually scrapping most of that and redoing the entire formatting, but that was back in like 2021, 2022. This is now. And in searching for a new sort of novel writing challenge, so many of them have sprung up, and I don't know who or what to trust with these anymore. I don't have a fancy beverage today. I've got water. I have decided to take it upon myself to come up with a new writing challenge in what I am calling 30K in 30 days. Literally all that means is I'm going to try and write 30,000 words of a novella in 30 days. Whether that's 1,000 words a day or 10,000 words in 10 days, roughly, meaning I can write 200 words. As long as I am showing up and writing for at least 15 minutes or writing something every day, that counts. And by the end of it, hopefully I will have a finished novella. Now, I have already started thinking about what I want to write, and what I'm going to write for these 30 days through the month of November will be what I am calling the most hallmarky, most tropey, most romantasy, fated mates, one bet, everything Christmassy that I can kind of cram in there. That is what I want to write in what I am currently calling Project A Fairy Magical Christmas. It is about big city girl who comes back to small town to see small town boy. There are Christmas hijinks, and honestly, I really love Christmas movies, especially the super cheesy rom-com, oh, there's a bug in here, Hallmark style movies, where you know exactly how it's going to happen, you know exactly what's going to happen, but it's how they do it every single time. Like, maybe it's always small town girl goes to big city, meets big city boy, comes back to small town and meets small town love again, but he owns a reindeer farm. But he's actually the son of Santa Claus. But it's all of those twists and things that make it fun and make you come back and want to watch these movies year after year, and why Hallmark is so successful as a company. It's not their movies, it's definitely like the greeting cards and stuff and the ornaments and everything else that they do. I'm really excited about this project. I've already started brainstorming some stuff, and I think that's what we're going to do for the rest of this video, is kind of plan out maybe some checkpoints. I definitely want to keep posting. I am going to post hopefully every single day over on my TikTok. So if you want daily updates for the challenge as it goes through the month of November, check TikTok. That is where I will be. Even if the videos maybe end up being only like 15 seconds long, because it's just me saying that I wrote today. That is the other thing with this challenge. It is the easiest way I can, because for me, the month of November is always really, really busy. I am an avid crocheter. I do craft shows where I sell my stuff. And November is really the last month that I have to prep for things before I do a couple of craft shows in December. And so my attention and creativity is kind of split two ways. One wants to write and sit down and just like be lost in the fervored fever of an artist pouring their heart and soul out, and the other one wants to watch silly movies and YouTube videos and eat snacks while I crochet my 15 millionth little cat or something like that. This challenge actually helps make it a lot easier for me to, you know, like just take the pressure off of writing and trying to complete something in a short amount of time. But the most important thing that I want to do with this challenge is to set up writing every day. No matter what, I want to show up for myself and write every day. And if that sounds like something that you are interested in, what are you waiting for? I think we should maybe get into doing a little bit of brainstorming. One of the first things that I do before I start any sort of new project is I come here to my wonderful, wonderful art cabinet. Don't look at the floor, it's a disaster. And I've got crochet stuff over there. But I have, as an avid hoarder of notebooks, I have quite the collection of notebooks and sketchbooks that I turn to for what I think suits the story the best. So I've got a couple different notebooks here. This one is for Project Siren. It only has a couple things in it. Also, each of them has their assigned pen. This was my notebook for the writing conference that I went to. The vlog for that is finally edited. It took me a long time. It was a real labor of love, but that's coming soon too. This notebook that is very packed full of love and like my heart and soul is my notebook for, it didn't really ever have a name. I kept switching the names a lot, so I'm just going to call it the Vampire Notebook. Oh geez, what was this one? Oh boy, this is another story. This is the notebook for Project Angel Numbers. That is a sort of young adult contemporary romance book that I also really want to write someday. So some notes are in there. This one is my most treasured notebook right now, as it is Project Fairy Stories notebook. So in here I've got like, this isn't too spoilery, I've got some fun little doodles and sketch things. All sorts of fun stuff in here. And the notebook that I chose for Project Fairy Magical Christmas is this one. It's kind of a cute cabin by the lake. The dang bug is still here. I don't know, there's something about it. It's not very Christmassy, but there's something about it, the coziness and the trees, that really just, I love it.
I don't wanna call you later. You're tearing my heart up like it's paper, and somehow you turn to a stranger. We used to work, now I'm trying to make sure that we're both on the same page. I don't want it to go
what I have done now is Google, I Googled like a Hallmark movie beat sheet, and I found this cool little website that I'm gonna leave the link in the description to this beat sheet template. And I love that. And I'm gonna kind of go off of this with a little bit of Save the Cat and the beat sheet that I myself already kind of made up. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of fill this out with our ideas. My computer decided that my disk space is almost full, so I currently have my my hard drive running, trying to transport things over to this external hard drive. But I have this sort of setup over here on my laptop, inciting incidents, first conflicts, and I've got a whole bunch of little notes here. Since I am planning to self-publish this book, maybe through Amazon, KDP, or Barnes & Noble, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's done by Christmas. I will be sharing the entire process with you. So, what I've got written down for my brainstorming is Big City Girl comes back to small town to celebrate a winter festival. Big City Girl, who I have not named yet. That's the other thing, is I need to name Big City Girl and Small Town Boy. She moved to yet unnamed Castletown, sort of a Sophia the First, that old Disney show moment. She was a girl in the village doing all right, became a princess overnight. Now she's got to figure out how to do it right. Yeah, so I'm planning on like maybe her mom fell in love with a king, something like that. She became a princess overnight. It doesn't matter. The lore of the backstory doesn't matter. All that matters is she used to live in, I don't know, she doesn't live in Castletown is big city, so maybe village land or something like that. So she doesn't live there anymore. Small town boy stayed behind, but he became sort of a knight. You know, he got up in the ranks. He's not just the farm boy she knew him as. Some of the things I have written down. They go to a reindeer farm, and they're gonna feed reindeer. Do I know why? No. And that is the best part. Small town boy's mom is going to remind Big City Girl about the joys of holiday baking. So that's something fun that I can do. There's going to be like a jousting competition some point in the book, where she has to, as the princess, preside over the affair and be completely unbiased and not reveal her budding feelings for the male main character. I'd like to have a mistletoe kiss. And then I would like them to be traveling at some point. I don't know where they're going or what they're doing, but they are going to be traveling and they are going to get snowed in, and there's only one bed left in the inn. And of course, how can you not? So that is kind of what I have so far. I think maybe eventually I'm gonna name them and do some actual, like, I want a sticky note. One of my things that I did with Project Fairy Story is I did a bunch of sticky notes to plot, but this isn't really, I'm gonna pants a lot of this. I'm gonna discovery write a lot of it. I do want to know in what order I need to hit the marks. And so I think, as my timer is about to go off for my lunch, that is all we're gonna have for today. So be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff. Leave a comment down below with a Christmas tree emoji and tell me what you would like to work on for your 30K in 30 days, or what writing challenge you're doing. And I will see you next time. Bye!